What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on The Flash Season 3, Episode 13, Attack on Gorilla City. So finally, The Flash is back, and in my opinion, this was such an epic episode. It was the best episode for the whole season, in my opinion. Oh my god, it was so freaking awesome. Right, let's break it down. So Jesse Quick comes to Earth 1 to tell Team Flash that her dad went to Gorilla City, but he was caught by Gorilla Grodd. Obviously, Gorilla City is deep in the heart of Africa in Earth 2, although it would look like the forest from Earth 2 when we seen Killer Frost and Deathstorm, seeing as they film everything in Vancouver forest, but they did a good job of it. So she says that the gorillas sent them a highly advanced cryptogram at Star Labs in Earth 2, and it took Jesse and Wells a week to decrypt it. So then what happened was Harry went with a team, and the teams never checked in. They went to check up, and loads of people were killed, but Harry wasn't killed. So just as we thought from the trailer, it was a setup to get Harry. So the team head to Earth 2. Barry tries to tell Julian to cover for him, and it was kind of funny. He said in a conversation, "Are you going to the Planet Apes?" He's like, "No, it's just a city of them." So Julian turns up dressed as Indiana Jones. Quite kind of funny. Julian Albert is really starting to become a cool character, and he's kind of becoming likable, which is kind of ridiculous because I never thought this at the start of the season. So this just shows how much of a strong actor Tom Felton is. So Vibe opens up the breach, and then they go to Earth 2, and he's like, "Welcome to the jungle, baby." So cool. The CGI in this episode, for me at least, was very good. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. What did you think of the CGI in this episode? I thought throughout was awesome. I thought Solovar, I thought Grodd CGI has come on so far since season 1. So it's a trap. They get closer and closer to where Harry was taken, and then these kind of poisonous darts knock him out. And then when they wake up in the cages, well, before that, Grodd goes, "Welcome, Caitlin. I knew you'd come back." And he's like, "Flash." And then Grodd talks via Harrison Wells, Earth 2. But I think this is just to save money on kind of CGI in the Grodd scenes personally. He says that Solovar wants to invade Earth 1, which we already know isn't true. So in order to stop this, Grodd says to Barry that he must kill Solovar, because Solovar is the kind of main gorilla. He's like the leader of Gorilla City, so that's what has to happen. So it was pretty good. So Barry and Solovar have a fight, and Sister goes, "Speedster versus Super Gorilla, best worst video game ever." And it's such an awesome epic episode. And in the end, the only way that Barry can defeat him, but he doesn't kill Solovar, is by going, Cisco goes, "It's time to play a reverse flash." So obviously he phases into him, knocks him down, and that's it. Barry spares his life and says that the humans don't want any trouble. They don't want to harm anyone. They come in peace. But Grodd is pissed off, so he fires another kind of poison dart at him, and it ends up back in the kind of jails that have been dampened, so neither Cisco or Barry can use her powers. But Grodd doesn't know about Caitlin having the Killer Frost abilities. But this is a bit weird, because seeing as he's psychic and has telekinesis, surely he would have been able to read her mind. But saying that, would Gorilla Grodd actually try to read her mind? So they come up with a plan that one of them must die. They all go on about killing Cisco, because Cisco's the only one that can actually open up a breach. But that's not the case. So Earth 2 Harrison Wells wakes up after being mind fucked by Grodd the whole episode. Doesn't know where he is, worries about his daughter. They let him know that his daughter is fine on Earth 1, which is pretty cool. Throughout this happening, there's kind of some scenes going on between Jesse and Wally. Jesse's being kind of cold with him. Jesse wants a relationship with him, but Wally just seems focused on being Kid Flash, and he says, "I'm not complete until I have you." So it looks like that Jesse's going to tell his father, that she wants to move to Earth 1. So Barry pretends to be dead via Killer Frost freezing him. To be honest, he looks the fuck dead. And then what happens is Grodd chucks him out, saying, "You are needed anyway." And then Barry has to phase himself to kind of bring his body temperature up to being alive. Then he breaks them out of the jail, and then he gets them. Then they zoot out of the gorilla city, go into the jungle, but Grodd kind of follows them, which is kind of cool. Then they open up the breach, and then they zoot out, and Grodd does this fucking sick jump. There's so many awesome bits in this episode. During the Solovar fight, there's some cool jump scenes. Like some pictures. It's just awesome. Then they get back to Earth 1, and then they think everything is all right. Jesse and Wally share a kiss. Iris and Barry think everything's okay, but then the teaser at the end was so cool. We get Grodd in his kind of war suit, I suppose you could call it, and no other than Gypsy's there. So I presume that Gypsy is going to vibe him over to Earth 1, and the next episode is called Attack on Central City. So the gorillas are coming. This for me was the best episode of the season, and I can't wait for next week's episode, as this is going to be even better. Quick spoiler, if you haven't seen the trailer, Grodd is definitely going to be in next week's episode. I will be doing a kind of trailer breakdown for that episode, as it looks so cool. So some side things except for the breakdown. So we got some interaction between HR and Earth 2 Harrison Wells, and Earth 2 Harrison Wells knew that Earth 1 Harrison Wells was an idiot. He also knew, it was kind of quick pun, he also knew that Caitlin had powers, because obviously he knew that Harry didn't get him out. The mirror, when Mirror Master trapped him, he knew it was Caitlin, but he didn't say anything. So there was some cheeky banter throughout. It looks like they're going to set up Julian Albert to kind of get in a romantic relationship with Caitlin Snow. Personally, I think it's kind of, that could be kind of cool, but then I think if this happens, Julian Albert is definitely going to be the person that dies, seeing as everyone that gets close to Caitlin always dies, and he only went to Gorilla City to protect her, which is kind of cute. And yeah, he's coming out with some funny kind of quirky things throughout the episode. So comment down below, guys, what you thought about this episode. I thought this episode was awesome. Loved it so much. I'm going to watch it again. I'll probably watch it a couple of times with my partner. It was just awesome. God, I can see why they couldn't use too much Grodd on the Solovar, because obviously these two episodes, 13 and 14, budget-wise are going to cost a lot of money, but it's so freaking awesome. And I can't wait to see Savitar appear into this equation in the next week's episode, as Savitar is kind of roaming around Earth 1, but he's obviously stuck in Speedforth. So I guess that Savitar is going to have a word with Grodd at some point. Anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment if you want to, and that helps my channel. That would be awesome. And I'll catch you in another video, which will be a trailer breakdown later on, and then the Legends of Tomorrow episode breakdown, Legends of Tomorrow trailer breakdown at some point. Anyway, guys, peace out. See you later.